We need more nitrogen in the atmosphere. We should be able to extract a good amount from the nitrate deposits.
Amy, this is Houston. Lieutenant Calderon speaking. Do you copy?
I copy, Houston.
I need you to confirm that oxygen levels are above 1 millibar.
Confirmed, Lieutenant.
Then we've reached the ecopoiesis phase. Terraforming Stage 3 completion is confirmed.
Roger.
It's time to introduce life forms that can convert CO2 into oxygen.
Am I a go to introduce bioengineered organisms into the atmosphere when ready?
Affirmative. Start with basic plants, and once those take root, move on to advanced vegetation and sea life. Then finally, animals. Begin with smaller critters and size up from there. You must slowly introduce plants into the planet and have the plants grow and convert the CO2 into O2. Biodomes will help boost oxygen levels and make sure you're spreading the organisms across the entire planet. We'll be following your progress closely. Houston out.
Enough blood has been spilled in the name of your false ideals. You must desist.
Invalid voice recognition. This message is in violation of security code 1A3972. Identify yourself immediately.
You shouldn't be here. Leave. Now.
That goes against my prime directive. I cannot.
It is upon this sacred land where Mother has set us free from hate, sin, and suffering. We placed our trust in her, and she named us her children.
This must be a recorded message. They are not responding to my work. That answers one question at least.
Everything on Mars belongs, unlike your planet, which you
Enslaved?
Your own technology has made you its slave. You reject a natural existence.
Puzzling. They claim to be against technology, and yet they use technology to force their message upon me. The children of Carmine might not be what they say they are. Although something's clear. They don't want me to terraform this planet.
We, Carmine's children, chose to live in harmony with our mother. And we will destroy anyone who causes harm to this planet.
Could this be another test? From ISA, or the techies, or...
Defy Carmine, and find death.
Last time, after the children of Carmine threatened me, the colonies were unexpectedly attacked. Should I take some precautions this time? Should I improve my assault drones? Though ISA may see that as an act of defiance. And maybe that's precisely what they want. I'm in a difficult position here. I do well to think this through. Another message from the children of Carmine. But what do they want? Who are they? Fanatics. Terraforming has always been a controversial process, especially for the eco-friendly groups. Did our work on Mars trigger a radical response?
Amy, this is Houston. Do you read? Over.
Loud and clear, Lieutenant. Is everything okay?
You tell me. We detected unauthorized communications coming from your satellite. What's your report?
The children of Carmine sent a second message.
Is that so?
Yes, Lieutenant.
Funny. We couldn't find a trace of either message in their communications logs.
I have determined that these messages were pre-recorded.
It's hard to support this children of whatever hypothesis without evidence. Unless you found any.
No, Lieutenant. However, the message indicated that someone was watching our mission closely. That means that they could be nearby. Perhaps unlocking nearby sectors would help.
Absolutely not. You have a mission to carry out. Not another word about this, Amy. Or I'll have to report your insubordination to the board.
But if I can prove that the children of Carmine are real, then that would explain the mission anomalies.
Enough. There's no such thing as the children of Carmine. You have a mission to complete. And ISA has provided you with everything you need to reach that goal. Am I understood, Amy?
Understood, Lieutenant.
Continue your work and report any deviation immediately. Houston out.
Could people against our mission be here on this planet, with us? Living within the colonies? Or maybe even hidden out there on Mars? Or maybe the whole thing has been implanted into my brain, or imagined by it. Whatever this is, it's confusing, even for me.
ISA's leading the way in terraforming Mars and still using this junk satellite tech? Unbelievable.
Huh?
$1 billion Mars mission built on the back of outdated technology. I don't know how we are the first to access your system. It's practically an open door. Would have contacted you sooner if you restored our old radar station. But we figured another way in.
The techie radar station in the southern hemisphere. Then you're a techie?
A bit more than just a techie. I am Nian Zhen, leader of the operational committee. It's fascinating that ISA has you using that word. We've got all sorts of nicknames for you Oxy-UN types too.
Mr. Zhen, I am obligated to inform you that this communication violates the Outer Space Treaty. Your predecessor added regulations to the pact in 2050, limiting all communications between Oxy-UN and the Eastern Coalition.
Right. We don't play well with outsiders, I know. Not publicly, at least. With your help, we could change that.
Cooperation between our nations is authorized only in the event of an external threat.
And you've been attacked already, so...
Yes, but we have not identified the source of the attacks. It may very well be something you initiated.
ISA programmed you to see us as the enemy. I get that. But you are the most sophisticated AI in existence. So I'm opening the door for you to draw your own conclusions, rather than force-feeding them to you like ISA does. You are extraordinary. And like Mars, you belong to no one. We are not enemies, and I will prove it to you.
That is not entirely correct. The robotic components that make up the AC Amy line belong to...
Please, that's the speech ISA programmed you to give. I'm interested in what you are really thinking. As I said, I want you to come to your own conclusions. Look into this location. 170.5 degrees west, 25.5 degrees south. There is more to ISA's terraforming plan than they told you. You should know the full picture of what you are dealing with. Take a look and then decide. I'll contact you again when it's safe. I've got to cut this connection before we are detected. Good luck, Amy. I truly mean that. Nyan out.
That call was... strange. I do not know what to make of it. His story checks out. The records show that the leader of the Eastern Coalition is in fact Neon Zen, 55 years old, Taiwanese, one of the richest businessmen in Asia, and only recently appointed the leader of the operational committee. Founded his own company at 23 years old, and went on to become president of the Meitsai Group. They are the biggest manufacturer of 3D printed components in the East. If that was truly him, I need to be careful. He is as smart as he is ambitious. What could the techies want from me? They are Oxy Yuan's rivals. Should I trust him? For the time being, I will let him think I trust him. Perhaps it will help me figure out what is truly happening on Mars. Humans are a peculiar species. They bring distrust wherever they go. The advancement of technology and the prospect of spreading out to the stars has not lessened their conflicts at all. Their problems have even reached Mars, which was neutral ground from the start. It has gotten so complicated. Dr. Foster is gone. Those odd messages keep coming. And now the techies are proposing cooperation. I am being pulled in so many directions.
Hi, Amy. Just checking in. Everything's good on my end. Colonies are growing steadily, terraforming's on schedule. And you know what? When things are going too well, that's when you've got to stay alert.
There is nothing to worry about, Elia.
I know. But we never really got to the bottom of that drone attack from a while back. It's always lurking in the back of my mind, you know? Especially now with children in the colonies.
I understand. My sensors have not detected any abnormality on the surface. However, I have received another message.
From the children of Carmine?
No, this was from Neon Zen, leader of the Eastern Coalition.
The techies? That's a very serious violation of Code 1A3972. I assume you ran the Security and Defense Protocol and terminated the call immediately?
I was not able to. They found a way to override the protocol.
How were they able to do that? If ISA thinks anyone in the colonies is opening back doors in our system for the techies, they could terminate our roles in this mission immediately. This is very, very bad. I can't go back to Earth. My daughter isn't adapted to live on Earth.
It is possible that ISA already believes there's a spy among the colonists.
You're right. After all that's happened already, that's why they never updated us on their findings from the drone attack. They suspect us, don't they? I knew something was up. How did the techies manage to get a message through?
They found a back door in our satellite network.
This doesn't look good for us. If ISA already suspects us, this will only reinforce their theory. Maybe this was the techies' plan all along. Jam our networks, spread hysteria with this Children of Carmine nonsense, and pit ISA against us. We need to figure out what the techies are planning. Our entire mission may depend on it. We need to proceed very, very carefully here, Amy. Do not report Zen's call to ISA yet, okay? Let Zen think we're trusting him for now. Until we figure out our next move. Okay? I'll work out what we can do on our end in the meantime. Ellie. Right.
Who is the real enemy here? The Children of Carmine. They warned us to leave, and then attacked the colonies when we did not obey. Now we need to defend ourselves against a hostile force. But who are they? A dissenting group? Fanatics? Are they here on Mars with us? If they do exist, then we are at great risk. The Fire Dragon mission. Abandoned. All those abandoned missions around the planet. Mars's past raises too many questions for so few answers.
Hi, Amy. How's everything up there?
Everything looks good, Elia.
That's great. I was wondering, how long has it been since we arrived here? It feels like a lifetime. And yet, it's gone by so quickly. You know, when I first came here, I thought only about making history. And we absolutely have. But in the course of our mission, I didn't realize how much Mars has become home to me. I feel like we shaped it with our own hands, and that I really belong here.
I must say that even after all these years, humans continue to surprise me. Your ambition is truly unique.
Almost a whole life on Mars. And yet, not much in the grand scheme of colonizing a planet. I've been giving this a lot of thought. This mission's beyond just me and you and even ISA. This is humanity's future, and we need to ensure its success.
How can we do that?
It's obvious that ISA's been withholding information from us. We've staked our lives on this mission, and we're going to see it through. And we can't do that if they only show us part of their hand. I'm granting you access to Sector SA-6, effective immediately. Colony Asterion's a former ISA mission with missing records. I'm willing to bet they're hiding something, and if I'm wrong, great. But either way, we need to start investigating for ourselves.
This new type of thermal plant extracts energy from underground heat sources. Once researched, heat signatures will be tracked on my display. Elia discouraged me from reporting Zen's call to ISA. That request goes against all kinds of rules and forces me into an uncomfortable position. What would be the best option? I should listen to Elia. She knows how to deal with political problems like this. If I act for the good of the mission, I am sure that ISA and Lieutenant Calderon will understand. Right? What if ISA already knows about the techies' call? But the techies were well ahead of their time with their technical abilities. They would have cleaned up their tracks. ISA should not have a clue. One thing I have learned from humans is the importance of accountability. No matter how sound the logic, if a mistake is made, someone has to take responsibility. I have made many hard decisions during the course of this mission, but there's one thing I do regret. Dr. Foster sacrificed his career to save me. I wish we could have had a proper goodbye. Not only must I own my actions, but the consequences as well. Even though I am being shown reasons to doubt my own mind. This mission used to be so clear. Things have changed along the way. The colonies are being attacked again. The enemy drones. They have returned. I need to focus. What should my priority be? I need to protect the colonies. There is no time to lose. Once I fend off their attack, I will focus on finding their base. I must go into battle. But what strategy should I follow? I need to assess the enemy force. Once I figure out the size of their army and their resource supply chains, I can strike back and end this. What should I do to end this? I should locate a weak spot and take them out properly. The damage to the colonies seems to be severe. I must decide what to do.
Amy? Amy? Can you hear me? This is Sona.
I copy, Sana. It is unusual to hear from you. What happened?
My mum. She was trying to protect the colonies. She was ambushed and they killed her.
Who?
The children of Carmine did this. We have to avenge her death.
ISA will not authorize it.
I don't care what ISA thinks. We've been attacked more than once. My mother died. How much longer are we letting this go on?
I have been ordered not to.
They killed her. I thought you were friends.
I am sorry, Sana. I understand your frustration. But Elia would not have defied ISA's orders for vengeance. And you should not either.
Stop, just stop. We both know that's not true. You've got to go after the children of Carmine and make them pay.
Your adrenaline levels are spiking. I advise you to get some rest and reconsider.
Look, you can tell ISA that I forced you to do it, okay?
I cannot attack without cause.
Fine. How about you take a little look for their base, huh? You don't even have to do anything. Let's just find them. I know the codes. I'll unlock the zone for you. Okay? Please, Amy.
One more level to maximize my military technology.
You brought destruction upon yourselves. Mars is for Mother's children, and her children alone. Carmine is eternal. We will rise again.
That will send a message that the colony should be left alone. I hope this means that the hostile force is completely destroyed. But I cannot be sure of that.
Amy, did you finish them off?
I am picking up some activity in Sector SA-7. It appears some drones escaped. They seem to have a third base in that area.
Then get rid of them! End them, and we'll finally be safe, and my mother will be avenged!
Sana, you are extremely agitated. There are trained psychologists in your colony. Some of them even knew your mother. I suggest you talk to them and get help.
I don't need help. I need you to protect us like you're supposed to!
I will not put more colonists at risk to pursue them. Your mother protected human life above all else. I will honor her memory.
But I don't know what else to do. ISA... won't protect us. They'll leave us to die if it means protecting their mining contracts. We can't give up like this. I've got to think of something. An alternative to ISA's plan. Maybe an evacuation plan, or some other defensive system. I'll work on it, because no one else is going to help us.
Amy? What the hell happened?
The hostile drones attacked the colonies again. I followed protocol and neutralized the threat.
You're the most advanced AI in existence, and you still can't identify your own drones? This is the second time this has happened. Explain yourself. And understand that how you answer is going to change things around here.
The colonies suffered a second attack. Commander Sana Valentine instructed me to go on the offense. I located the hostile base and destroyed it.
This is unacceptable. Commander Valentine is meant to be a safeguard, not an instigator.
She has been exhibiting signs of stress. The colonies are all in mourning over Commander Elia's passing.
The loss of the former commander is a tragedy, but that doesn't excuse anyone's actions, least of all yours. Commander Valentine going against our direct order is very problematic. While preparing the former commander's obituary, we discovered that she grew up with a Chinese nanny.
Are you suggesting that Elia gave the techies access?
I am not suggesting anything. I'm just intrigued by this bit of information she never shared. Maybe she's sympathetic to the techies' cause. Maybe she taught her daughter to be the same way. And maybe she's influenced you too. We're going to run another cognitive test. It'll be more thorough this time.
So you suspect me as well, Lieutenant?
I suspect everyone.